heartbeat, things like that.
Yeah. And for you as tāne, what's made you guys come here? Why have you come here? Like, was it because your wānanga have said, no, you've got to come? Or your parents or your other friends? Is it something that you wanted to do as tāne? Being first time papas soon? Yeah. So that's cool. So that's empowerment there. Hey, so for an example, for me, I had my first at 14. I was a young māmā at 14. So I pretty much, just didn't even start college really. Started and then got hapū. So I never finished any of my schooling because I had to become a mum. But in order for me as a māmā to carry on, so I'm lucky enough that I'm still with my tāne now, that's the father to all my children. Okay, so we had our ups and downs. Hey, we were young. He was only 16 to 17. I was, 14. And then from what we've been through, it's a lot of our tāne struggle with the empowerment of being papas, no matter what age you are, okay? And then there's always those statistics saying, being a young papa, you're not going to get here, you're not going to get there. Hey, a lot of our papas always get downplayed, yeah? So that's why I ask those questions, because even now we're still trying to empower our papas. Doesn't matter what age they are at the moment. Even if they're old papa having their first child, they still need their empowerment. So this is why we created this space of the Hapū, is to always include the papas. Even if the mama and papa aren't even together, but they still want to co-parent and do everything together, but it'll still include them. Yeah? So it's why in this space, it's a safe space for you, tāne, too. Not always for our mamas, because us mamas get everything anyway. Okay? That's just how it is. But it's always to include the papas. Yeah, so like what you guys said, always being there. So even if you are at mahi, trying to make the appointments, being there for your wahine, all of those things is empowerment. Eh? So there's no shame to be in that situation. A lot of our tāne are still ashamed now, being a young papa, having to go to work now, having to do these appointments when they would rather go out with their mates, rather go and do all the socialising things. So in that korero, it's being able to empower other tāne too. Yeah. So even though you're in this space now and you're already doing it, you guys are already here halfway through, nearly due to drop, and you guys still have that empowerment within you guys. Yeah. Even though, and especially if you've got that support, the support's going to be there if you've got that support. A lot of our tānes don't. Yeah. So again, it is trying to always empower them. So, and a lot of that comes from the korero from you guys. Hey, so when you end up catching with your mates and then you find out, or the cousins or whatever else, they're going to be papas, just empower them. Always empower them. You guys are always important just as well as our mamas. We've just got to go through the whole physical things, the moody things, emotional things, but you guys have a big part in this as well. Yep, Hapū?
And you are the voice, when we're going through labour, then we need those backups. We need that other person that will speak up for us when we can't speak up for ourselves, when we're so in the moment that we forget everything that we planned, and we need that person who knows what we planned to be able to follow through. Yeah.
And again, that can always come down to your own tikanga too, eh? So that can always be put down to, this is how you were brought up,